Hello, Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest, Chapter 59. When we last left our heroes, we had the delightful end of a Gray and Juvia versus Metro, leading to the show's greatest Groovia moment of all time. You can quote me on that. Meanwhile, back with the rest of Fairy Tale, after all the Goldens were destroyed following Metro's death, Lucy and the others kind of took stock of where they were, before Brandish popped up, with her plan to beat Aldoron being make Gajil real big and have him fight him. And I cannot wait to see that. But meanwhile, Jellal and Gears are starting their fight, continuing their fight. We're not really sure there. And we see these gears have appeared on Jellal's clothes, and that seems to be a bad sign from Gears. So yeah, let's jump into Chapter 59, Gears of Fate. So I'm guessing this is going to be very much a Gears versus Jellal chapter. Our picture here is Jellal with a bunch of cats playing on him. A man who loves animals can't be so bad. And so we open where we left off with the gears on Jellal's cloak. What are these magic circles? Those are gear blades that rob you of your thoughts. Oh, that's not good. My movements feel sluggish. Is this magic that reduces speed? And then Gears turns his hand again, and Jellal notices something. He explodes. This is bad. I can't react to his attacks. In that case, and he lights up and dashes at Gears. Meteor! I use magic that raises my speed. But then he stops right in front of Gears, and Gears just looks at him. This is an image of Meteor? Okay, so he only thought that he was flying at Gears. I'm not actually using magic. What's going on? You have forgotten how to use magic. Okay, I don't see a single way Jellal can win against someone who can rob him of the ability to use magic. And Gears comes right up in front of Jellal and gut punches him. Gah! Indeed, the gears of your thoughts no longer mesh. And Jellal looks at him. Gah! My mind isn't working. What should I do? Even though there's an enemy in front of me, and we see Gears kind of fades into vapor. An enemy? Urza? Oh, and an image of Urza appears. It's definitely an illusion, though. Why is Urza here? Is it an illusion? Is it his magic? It's no use. I can't think. Urza. And then we see, we have this shot of, Urza about to attack him, and then all of a sudden, Urza's about to attack him on, a barren wasteland. And then all of a sudden, we're back in the city, and Gears, guts, I don't think he actually, guts him, but, claws him in the gut. Is that what you saw before your gears came loose? And Jellal hits the ground. Indeed. And thus your gears have stopped. And just then, Urza, wakes up. Where am I? And Loxus looks at her. Finally came to, Urza? Loxus. I don't know who did it, but someone beat us up real bad. And Urza thinks that was your own doing. But she then speaks to Loxus. Even so, what matters is, have you regained your sanity? My sanity? Was there something controlling me? Never mind, it's fine. And she tries to get up, and then, she can't do it. Stop. You shouldn't move. But I can sense Jellal's magic. If I don't get to him... and Loxus looks at her. Your boyfriend ain't that weak. Ooh, this is just the set of chapters for all my big ships. All we need is some Gale in here, and I'm fucking gold. Boyfriend? No, it's not like that. I was just, you're wrong. It's not like that at all. And Loxus smiles at her and sighs, and Urza calms down enough to think, Jellal. And we see Jellal is just continually getting smacked by Gears. My consciousness is fading. I'm going to be killed by Urza. Of course, that's only fair. To her, I've been nothing but... Is this still guilt for Tower of Heaven? Or is this just general Jellal mopiness? And then he hears the thought, how long are you going to keep saying that? And he snaps to. We also see he is surrounded by gears. It seems to be some kind of mental plane. The witch's sin is no more. Altir, your goal from now on is to live. Yeah, is this gonna be like the fight with Demaria and it's real ult? This feels like mental Altair. Which is fitting though, because if what he's talking about is still guilt for Tower of Heaven, it is Altair's fault that he did that. Altair did brainwash him. Um, but yeah, there's Altair. Altair, your body and thoughts have been stopped by magic. Time is standing still. In other words, this is a time-distorted world. Is that how this works? Is that how this works? I mean, I guess his brain is frozen, which would mean that his brain's time has stopped. I guess on a technicality, this is a time-distorted world. Good fucking work, Altair. I'll drink to that. This happened once before. I can only exist in a world where time has stopped. So yeah, this is in fact the same Altair, the real Altair, the same one who performed Third Origin on Shelia. But it's not about what you did. What did she do for you? And he flashes back to all of these Urza moments. They look to be all during Tower of Heaven, just judging by like how dated the art style is. And the one shot of like Urza standing there and that one outfit. Yeah, we see like a bunch of shots of Tower of Heaven. They're not translated, so I can't actually tell what moments they are for the most part. And as Altair like cracks away, live for her sake. That is your new path. Here's our Jerza moment. And as she crumbles away, her last thing, don't worry. If it's you, you can break through this magic. And as she fades away, Jellal speaks. The foundation of this magic is guilt. By stimulating that feeling, my mind becomes blurred. Is that how it works? That's not the vibe I got. I thought this was a time distortion magic. But Gears snaps alert at seeing Jellal speak. I'm sorry, but this is where I bid farewell to him. And it's Seacart. We see that the Jellal is standing without the gears, and now Seacart is kneeling on the ground. Not Seacart, Seagrain. Seagrain. Wrong Sieg there. Seagrain is like kneeling on the ground with the gear pattern. He's separated? This is Seagrain, a man who carried my sins. A thought projection? You mean he forced my magic onto another personality? You are already within my magic. And just then, here it comes, Grand Chariot, the Pillars of Light. Oh, may the 7 stars judge you. Grand Chariot! And down comes the light. Ah! And as the dust clears, as of now, my gears have finally overlapped with Urza's. So stay out of our way. To be continued next chapter. Alright. So this is probably my least favorite God Seed fight so far. Not necessarily because it's bad, just because, you know, the C-listers versus Doom, and Groovia versus Metro are such high bars, that anything that's not, like, pitch perfect is going to be below them. But also, it's just, like, Gears' magic is really ill-defined. Like, I can almost follow along with, he forms another personality, or he forms a thought projection to take the brunt of the magic. Just because we know that thought projection is something that's in his repertoire. It is his defining thing from his first arc. But like the line that really trips me up is the idea that the foundation of this magic is guilt. By stimulating that feeling, my mind becomes blurred. Which could mean that actually Jellal has forgiven himself. And that the only reason he goes all, what's the line? Of course that's only fair, to her I've been nothing, but yada yada yada, is because the magic is stimulating his guilt. And then with, like, it both stimulates guilt in order to freeze his mind, and then, because his mind is frozen, Altair can show up, cure his guilt, and then he breaks free, has the strength, the thought projection to throw the magic onto. But that just feels a little bit convoluted. Like, there's too many assumptions there. Like, I guess it all works in the end, but it's flimsy. It's really flimsy. It is nice to see Ultir for a moment, even if it's just for a moment. It's always nice to see Ultir again. And I thought this back when she showed up for Demaria, but I am pretty sure this is going to be the last time we see Ultir. Like, maybe... Where is Merity right now, actually? Because if Merity were still fighting something, I could imagine Ultir showing up for her as well. But I feel like this is it for Ultir. Like, I feel like each time Ultir shows up, it kind of lessens the impact of Ultir's sacrifice at the end of the Grand Magic Games. But yeah, I don't know. It was a good enough. Like, the bond between Ultir and Jellal is strong enough that it carries that segment, especially because there's only like 2 pages, 3 pages, something like that, 3.5, 4 pages. I keep finding out, remembering there's more content there. You only get like 4 pages of Ultir, so it works well enough. But then, yeah, he's just, like, taken out in a single Grand Chariot, which is fine, because Grand Chariot is a super powerful move, so it makes sense. But yeah, Gears just feels kind of fast. And so now all we've got left is Wolfen and God Seed Aldoron, and of course, Giant Gajeel, who I am most excited for. But yeah, that's kind of all I've got for this chapter. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter. Actually, it's not all I have left for this chapter. I have not talked about how much I love Jerza. Because we do have this great moment of, like, it's Urza's pain, it's Jellal's pain that finally breaks Urza up from her unconsciousness. That's delightful. That is delightful, and I love Jerza so much. Not quite as much as I love Gruvia, but, like, or Gale. I think Gale is my top ship. Groovy right below them, and Jerza, like, not a lot below them, but, like, more, it's farther apart than Gale and Gruvia. And then you have this really, like, funny moment of Locke just not realizing that he was being brainwashed all that time. And then, of course, some good Urza blushing about boyfriends. And then, yeah, all the Ultir stuff that I already brought up in Grand Chariot, and now there are only 2 left. Anyway, that's all I have for this chapter. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!